All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of update for this car project. So right now money is in, got all my parts now ready for the dyno, so it's ready to go on the dyno so we can get started and fire it up. Since the last video, I think I was working on the front clip, so the front clip is now done. I'm surprised to see how much work I had to do in order to put it in the perspective that it is now, but everything is just, you know, really tits on as far as the curvatures and whatnot. But aside from that, new news is all the air induction runners are in place. Did you see there now the air runs in, it's channeled, everything is even, air goes in here, channeled over there, air goes through here, channeled. The main thing is coming in through the front. This piece here was fabricated, as you know in the other videos. It was in a raw, or at least it was under concept. So on the back side, this is what it looks like. So this piece now is one dedicated piece, and will be fabricated so that way it'll just fit in there. It'll be carbon, obviously, and then the hole here for the pan underneath the car is done. Actually replaced this piece because the other one got wet, it was kind of warped or whatever, so it certainly has to be placed, nice and straight for the mold, because this whole thing will be one piece. So air comes in nice and smooth, it comes down, because remember there is a panel that goes here, and we'll be channeling the air up under the car into that hole, and certainly be functional. So got runners here, brake calipers to the right, and then got to have air forcing out, keep air from coming in here around the wheel. So there will be a division here to do that or orchestrate that. Right now I am working on my halos. That's what this yellow is. So this will be going around my headlight like so. It's already been measured up, so now I got to cut it out of plexiglass and put that in there. Obviously we have our other plexiglass cover that goes on top, so that piece will be underneath here and give it a better fitting to go around that. And it'll be a daytime running light, and also signal light, and also just a fog light if I wanted to do that. So it is certainly adjustable for all of that. Those are my options. The other thing is it will be matching the C2 lights that are in the bumper. I have both amber and transparent ones. Obviously the transparent ones are they'll flow better. It'll be transparent, and then the new lights that I have to go inside that, or the bulbs I should say, will be matching this concept. So as far as the lighting is concerned, it won't be a mismatch between a really bright color yellow at the top or a newer yellow and then old amber. So that'll be consistent. The other thing is we got the brake ducts in. I'm waiting for some other parts to come in, but certainly they are functional, or will be functional. This is what it looks like in there. So brake duct funnels air around the tire, not just hitting the tire. And then I kind of wanted to keep it from just bundling up inside here, so it will be channeled, and I got some other adapters to go connect to this. There'll be a round 3-inch adapter that pipes it straight to the caliper, and then another one that pipes it into these down pipes that I got from Pick Apart, mind you. And this particular pipe I saw was $59 at AutoZone. It's a trip. But Pick Apart, I think they charge you $1 a foot or something like that for exhaust pipes, just for you to know. So if you can see that red line in the back, it's already been measured, so it'll go up and around and then down to my turbo. So I'll have nice fresh air going to my turbo. My turbo is down there where that red fitting is, so it'll get a nice fresh air to breathe, because I can't depend on the air coming down from the rear wing. That's not happening. It's only for the intercooler and also for the motor. So that's the way that works. I'm also gonna have to fabricate this bottom piece here, because that design looked good at the top, but it like cuts off, and I had to continue it just to kind of make sure it's fluid. So I got to get back in the game and mess with some fiberglass and Bondo and shit, which I hate, but I got to continue with the design so there's no upset. Now let's see, since then I did put my door handles on. I kind of like them. These I did a long time ago. These are 993 door handles. I cover it with carbon, and had to replace the inside latch here, these things break all the time from what I understand, and I had to get some guts and replace those. So that happened just the other day. So now I can open and close my door all nice and cool, and like that. That is it for now. All my other parts are made except for that bottom piece. I think the first part I'm gonna make is probably my diffuser, which I've probably never had on camera, but this is the way it looks. Well, I thought about putting an inner wheel well in the car, but anyway. So that is my diffuser in the back, or on the side anyway. I didn't want to extend the rear bumper. That is an original C2 bumper that I did cover with carbon, but I didn't want to extend this bumper. I have another one that I actually will be playing with, so I just made extra pieces on the outside to go on the car, and then make it modular or whatnot, so I can continue still with the bumper, but not adding anything at this point. Just kind of over fabricating. So I came up with another concept. That's what that goes. I just have to manufacture some type of bracketry, which I have an idea, to make that nice and solid, and then move on. That's it. So I am pretty much done with making parts, as I mentioned, for the car. I am now working on a headlight because I wanted to have a halo effect and make it look really aggressive. I put my light bulb in here. It looks similar to the one that's on the hood right there. Inside here, it turns white, turns yellow. You can buy those from eBay and whatnot, but anyway, really like it. I've plugged them up, work on it at night so I can see what it looks like. So it has a real nice aggressive look, and I have a lot of flexibility as to how the car is going to look coming down the street with lighting and stuff like that. So, and they're really bright. My those are xenon lights that I have in there. Matter of fact, I'll turn those on real quick. Bam. So they're stupid bright, and those are just the headlights. Obviously we're inside the garage, but they're all nice and even, which I like, but they are stupid bright. But I also have fog lights that are just as bright. Whoa, I got fog lights that are just as bright that'll be going down to the bottom, and I'm trying to open up my hood so I can show you. Well, hold on, man. All right, so those are my fog lights. They are xenon lights as well, and so they will be going underneath right here, and when they're all activated, trust me, it is beyond daytime in front of the car. The other thing is got my horns working. Those are very expensive, so I got both my octaves to make it sound good, nice and original. Some guys don't have both horns. I actually got an extra one, but I had a lot of them, and I had to go through them. A couple of them didn't work, and I was really glad that they did work, because replacing them are expensive, or is expensive rather. So that is the update so far on the car, and hopefully next video, let me turn my lights off. Hopefully next video, I have a lot more wired up. I've also been working in the inside of the car, and got some gauge pods and stuff like that, so I can get my gauges in. I've got to work on my rear view mirror, plug that in. I just need a cigarette lighter adapter. Got my Valentine radar. Got to work on my shift gauge that goes in the steering wheel. And I also put my old school center console in there, and I've got a gauge cluster to put in that as well for the fuel and air mixture. So I got a few things to do for the interior. So I will be busy this week, but again, my next major step is getting the car prepared to go out and get on the dyno. So that's kind of where I am now, get everything secured and stuff. So hopefully, I would think once I get it back, I would probably be maybe another 60 days, I guess, from now, and hopefully I'll be running down the street, and that's it.